feel like I gotta match the face. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do too.
What's up, Hugo?
What's up? Welcome back to an all-new episode of DMT Reviews with me, Sam Butler, and as always, Jack, the handlebar man, mustache guy.
What's up, y'all?
Anderson. And today, we're reviewing a movie just about as intense as this royalty-free music. And that movie is Those Who Wish Me Dead.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Angelina Jolie's back.
Back!
Yeah.
Yeah, and here we thought she was done. She was finished,
Me
wrapped
too.
up. No, sirree. Taylor Sheridan bringing out all the stops. I mean, let's just go ahead and get into it.
Let's do it, man.
Welcome to the dance floor, boys.
Ooh.
Thanks, Don.
Yes, thank you, Don.
We got Don Cheadle in the back room.
Fuck. I'll just put that.
What if we hired Don Cheadle just to like come in for 10 seconds at the beginning of every podcast in your room in a microphone, just go, "Welcome to the dance floor, boys." And then every time he just sneaks out. I just see him, Don Cheadle, sneak out every Friday.
Yeah.
Up and out of your stairs. We pay him $60 million to do it.
Because that's what we make on DMT Podcast.
I want
mean,
people to understand how
not
well
gonna
we're doing.
brag.
Okay.
We're doing kind of well.
Yeah, we're like low key the number one podcast that like isn't ranked on any of the ranking sites. You know
Low
what I
key,
mean?
yes,
Yeah,
for sure.
exactly.
No doubt. I mean,
just like this movie. This movie is low key, I thought. in a lot of
honestly,
ways.
yeah. And
Because of the IMDb score that you said.
I have no idea why the fuck it's a
Fucking
6.0.
ridiculous.
It's easily a 7 minimum. And most of his movies are Taylor Sheridan.
I
And
think a 7.
Yeah.
For an hour and 40 minutes, a 7's great.
The pacing was solid. I liked it. It didn't lag. It didn't drag. But then there were parts where you're just like, oh, we're still moving. We're going.
Oh, we're going. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh.
All right. I thought one thing about this movie that I liked a lot, and I think maybe is the reason a lot of people don't like it, maybe, is because you really do have two storylines here that, I mean, yes, I understand how they connect. I mean, I've seen the movie, but two storylines that as I describe it to you, don't make any fucking sense together, but it works. I think it's great.
Yeah.
Basically, you've got a, what do you call him? Smoke jumper?
Yeah, she's a smoke jumper.
Smoke jumper who is dealing with PTSD of an extreme incident and isolated alone in the woods.
Yep.
And meanwhile, you
Because
have...
she's now a tower watcher.
Now she's a
fire
tower watcher, which, shout out to those people. Holy shit, that looks like a terrible job.
Oh, yeah, isolated as fuck.
And think about it too.
Guaranteed none of them have a TV or video games.
because how are you going to get that up there? How are you going to carry that?
Yeah.
I get it. You put it on the
She's
backpack.
got a satellite phone.
If you drop it, that thing's done. That thing's fucking 7 stories high,
Yeah.
But and then you got the smoke jumper going through PTSD. Meanwhile, two hitmen hunt after a father and a son.
Yeah.
And these are the same movie. Okay. I'm talking about the same film.
Yeah, and I think what was going on there a little bit is, I haven't seen Yellowstone, but it feels like Taylor Sheridan, what he chooses to do for his movies is he finds an interesting subject or profession or something like that. Like, say, I guess, Wind River, all right? Wind River starring Jeremy Renner and Elizabeth Olsen.
Jeremy Renner.
Fantastic movie. I mean, probably the best of his work, I think, so far. Don't get me wrong, Hell or High Water and both Sicario movies are fantastic, but Wind River packs a punch that those two don't.
Okay.
I mean,
I gotta watch more Taylor Sheridan stuff.
Yeah, this one is a Taylor Sheridan movie, but it felt more like an S. Craig Zoller movie to me a little bit with the hitman part of it. So I think he just was, making Yellowstone up in Montana, and he just was like, what was really interesting? Smoke jumpers, fire watchers. Now, how do we make that an action movie? Because it's like you can't do backdraft in the woods because it's insurmountable odds that you can't just have one person. That was the thing that I kind of liked, was that the fire. At the end of the movie, it was unstoppable. It was just an insurmountable
fire
force.
at the end of the movie.
There's a huge fire.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Did you turn it off when it started? You were too triggered. You're like,
no,
thinking of California, thinking of Australia, thinking of our own mountains. It's too much.
I couldn't see that orange smog anymore.
Yeah. It's brutal.
It is.
Um,
It's a lot, man. That shit fucks up fucks up for us.
Yeah, but I don't know. It doesn't move like that, where it's like blowing through at like 30 miles an hour.
Is it safe to say that Smokey the Bear is on the same level of iconography as Uncle Sam? I think that's safe to say.
I mean, sure, but Smokey the Bear is saving lives. Uncle Sam is like, hey, give me your life.
Hey, guess
I
what?
want you to die.
Smokey the Bear wears jeans and no shirt.
Yeah.
He's a beast.
He's the Burt Kreischer of the woods.
He really is. Oh my God, we got to make a Smokey the Bear movie starring Burt Kreischer.
Smokey the Burt.
Smokey the Machine.
Kreischer the Bear.
It's coming.
Yeah.
And of course, Wesley
2022.
Bear will be in it as well.
100%. I mean, he's going to be the foil to Smokey.
I think DMT someday, not right now, but someday, especially now that it's in the catalog, we could make Brother West Day a real holiday. I'm not saying we do it right now, but I'm just saying it is definitely possible.
Yes, and for those listening who don't know what Brother West Day is, go check out the regular DMT Don't Miss This podcast, episode 104.
Yeah.
The Core 4.
That's right. It's a great one. Anyway.
But, yeah, it was a tone. It wasn't a tonal fuck show like Army of the Dead was, all right? Tonally, it was kind of, it had some clunky parts. I'll give it that. But it's not enough to drop it to a 6 on IMDb.
Yeah, it was like a fun hitman movie mixed with like the vibe of the beginning of Lone Survivor,
Yeah.
Very just like calm. We're in a town. We got, really peaceful guitar playing in the background, but something's wrong with Angelina,
Yeah.
She wants to die.
She's jumping off the back of trucks.
Yeah, it just seemed. I get it. It was a suicide attempt, kinda in her mind, but like, just seemed foolish to ever have tried that in the first place. Because they said she's doing it again, which means she's done it before and probably done it successfully.
Well, John Bernthal, that was the thing he said right away. It was like, yeah, no parachuting off anything, So I guess we can start right out the gate. You get Nicholas Hoult and Aidan Gillen showing up at this house in Fort Lauderdale.
Littlefinger and the Beast.
Yes.
That's what I'm going to call this movie.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
I'm going to tell people, like, have you seen Littlefinger and the Beast on
Littlefinger
HBO?
and the Beast on HBO.
What? It's starring Angelina Jolie. What?
What are you talking about?
Littlefinger and the Beast,
Littlefinger and the Beast.
You haven't seen Littlefinger and the Beast?
Or have you seen Salt and Shane? What's her name? I can't remember what her role is in Wanted. I guess Lara Croft, the fire raider, That doesn't work so well.
Fucking whoops.
I tried.
I could use that button so much in my life.
I say it all the time. Oh, fucking whoops.
Yeah, I think that's going to be my no-go too when a bit drops.
But they show up to this house in Fort Lauderdale, and immediately I was like, okay, so they're hitmen. So this nice lady opens the door. She's dead. And she goes, oh, yeah, my husband's in here. And they're like, yeah, we're investigating a gas leak. And then they come walking out of the house later. Hey, you got a little bit of blood on your shirt. And they're like, what'd I tell you? And then the house, boom!
Yeah.
Whoa!
Up in smoke, man.
Yeah. Not even in smoke.
In this movie.
It was like they packed C4 in there and just popped it off. That was a shocking explosion. I thought they were just going to leave it, bodies dead in there. People are going to find it later. So they could put some ground in between them and the crime scene. No, they just blew it up.
That's right. Now, Sam, where were they talking about going next?
It was a little place called Duval.
Now, this is where Tim Tebow gets involved in the movie.
Yeah, Tim Tebow with a shocking. I thought Sean Spicer in Army of the Dead was shocking, but Tim Tebow.
Tim Tebow comes in, kicks in the glass of the car, breaks Littlefinger's neck, and picks up the Beast. Says, your nickname's mine now, Tebow the Beast. And he takes him out.
Yep, and then he goes hunting.
That's right. So Tim Tebow is hunting Angelina Jolie at this point.
100%. And he's targeting her specifically.
Oh, and we know why he's hunting Angelina Jolie. I mean, come on.
Dead ass.
Tim Tebow.
He
may worship Jesus, but he knows
he also worships the butt.
Yeah, exactly. He knows the earthly gifts. That
he knows
Father.
that one of the tenets of Christianity is butt crushing.
I think Angelina Jolie gets hotter as she gets older, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Total MILF. And
a lot of work, but she did not look like. I mean, she looked like Angelina Jolie for sure, but she looked like Angelina Jolie just so happened to go up north and become a smoke jumper.
And there's no way for this observation to not come off a little perverted, but it is an observation for me that I remember years ago, she had a double mastectomy preventative because breast cancer runs in her family. Thanks, John Voight. Just kidding. I don't know what side of the family it's on.
Stick to the national treasures.
But, she had her breasts removed, and I saw her in this when she took her shirt off. I'm like, is this CGI or makeup or something? No, she had reconstructive breast surgery. So, she's all right.
Yeah.
But because that was the other thing, too, in the trailer for Eternals, I was like, did they just give her a big-titted armor piece? They're like, no, they just fitted her up. She's got the tits herself.
Got him. She brought him back.
So I know
the band back together.
There's no way for that not to come off as an awkward observation, but it's an observation nonetheless.
And guess what? It's based in real facts.
Yeah.
You had information to back it up.
And she took her shirt off in this.
She did take her shirt off.
So the question was alarming in my head. I was just like, well, I thought she didn't have any boobies.
I know. And we got the answers. Okay. People, whether they're judging you for this or not, had the same question. Okay.
Facts.
Okay. They just were too afraid to ask. Anyway.
Well, see, exactly.
Anyway, so we'll get to the Angelina boobies later. We got to save those.
Yeah.
We can't do that right off the bat.
But you cut to Jacksonville, and then you see dude who has like an identical voice to Liam Neeson.
A.K.A. Trevor Lawrence. Stop, just kidding.
No, I thought that was the actor's name for a second. I was like, oh, you know the guy's name. No, I don't know who this guy is. It doesn't matter. He's just Liam Neeson voice.
Yeah.
And then his son.
He's a guy.
And you can ascertain that the mom is passed away. And he sees this wreckage, this exploded house on the news. He's like, oh
shit.
No.
We got to go.
And so they go on the run. Mm-hmm. And right then, the Beast and Littlefinger, they show up.
Yeah, actually, it turns out they took out Tebow.
Yeah,
yeah, they were too much.
We were lying.
Wrong, yeah.
We were pulling your leg.
Tim Tebow is not an actor yet. Give it 5 years. Give it probably a year and a half after he does not make the NFL this year.
He will not make the NFL this year. He's jacked.
No,
he can be proud of that.
He'll be a coach for like 5 years, and then he'll be an actor for the rest of his life. Anyway,
it could be worse. But
fucking.
Then they find a picture of John Bernthal and his wife and not Liam Neeson and the kid.
No.
And so he's just like, well, we got to go find out where these people are.
That's right.
And meanwhile, back in Montana.
Do you think John Bernthal ever considers using his actual voice in a movie?
No, man, he's always got to talk like this.
But he's actually really obsessed with the craft. He loves acting.
Is that really how he talks?
I mean, like, I'm definitely not doing like an impression per se, but his voice is that much lighter.
Does he have a southern accent?
No, he just sounds like a guy.
He always has a southern accent in everything he plays. Even the Punisher, to an extent, has a southern accent.
He sounds like a guy who likes to make his voice deeper in movies. That's what he sounds like.
And look like this.
Yeah.
He's always got that furrowed brow, and he's always like looking up through his eyebrows like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. All right, I'm John Bernthal. And, but I love him, and I love that he was a good guy. Because, I mean, honestly, his turn as Shane was what introduced him to the world. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of hard for me to shake off that he was a bad guy.
Right.
Even though he was the Punisher. I mean, that's an anti-hero.
Exactly.
You get Wolf of Wall Street. He was kind of funny, though.
Yeah, you sell him with a pen. How do you sell a pen,
He had the same mustache as you, dude.
Do you want to know how a guy told me to sell a pen? Real fucking asshole that I won't get into right now.
Yeah, do it.
He said, because I was struggling to fake sell him this pen, and then he's like, no, give me the pen. Let me show you this. Knock knock. Oh, hey, how's it going? Hey, I have this opportunity. You can make $5, and it's like, oh, great. Okay. He's like, yeah. You want to sign? And I'm like, sure, I guess. He's like, all right, I have pens. They're $2 a piece. And I'm like, that's not how you fucking sell shit.
That's not how you sell.
Nobody would ever, people would be like, oh, okay, fuck you then.
Yeah. It's literally what John Bernthal did. He's just like, sell me this pen. Hey, you got a pen?
Yeah.
Then you say no.
No.
Like, see, then buy this pen.
Buy the pen, yeah. You don't go like, you don't lie to, anyway, doesn't matter. I'm
trying to remember. I watched something recently that it was like, sell me this pen. And it was done comedically, but it was pretty funny. So show us John Bernthal's actual voice.
I hope I'm not thinking of the wrong person. It'd be really embarrassing if he sounded exactly.
Yeah. Let's see.
Comic book audience is it's a passionate group. You know, they're a loyal group, and they've been good to me, so I appreciate them.
Yeah,
Dude, he sounds like
a surfer.
Yes, is what I was gonna say.
Just comic book
He's
fans.
just comic book fans. They're devoted, you know, and it's like it's kind of fucking lit and sick that I get to like shred the waves as Frank Castle, you know, and it's like, you know, I know people don't like me that much because I was Shane in The Walking Dead, and I hope I can redeem myself by being the best Punisher I can be, because I'm John Bernthal.
John Bernthal. And I love acting, Dad.
Just fucking, just getting out there on the waves, just ripping tides, baby. Like, you don't even know. Acting is like surfing. It's like you gotta ride the waves of the emotion in the scene, and then when you get those waves to crash, now that is when they call cut and say, "Nice job, John."
That's acting.
That's acting. And then he drops it down, and he's Southern, and he.
So that's okay. So it's not as drastic as I thought it was, but
No.
like it's still so because he does that voice in everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
We're up in Montana now. I thought it was in Colorado because his fucking sheriff's mobile said Park County on it, and I'm like, Park County does not have that much trees.
Yeah, that seems
The mountainous region in Park County, Colorado, is not that lush.
And then we found out it was in Montana.
Montana, exactly.
Montana.
Joe Montana. No.
Joe Montana.
Exactly.
Okay, got it.
You got it.
Okay.
You got it.
It's a hard one to pronounce. Okay.
A couple things about his character. I did like that in Montana, he was in a interracial relationship.
Yeah.
And
Dude, Montana's mostly cool. Again, like the majority. I've been up to Montana twice, and they.
were you black in Montana, Jack?
Well, that's fair. That's fair. I guess I didn't actually see that many people.
Fucking whoops.
Nobody fucking lives in Montana. You go up Montana, or Wyoming, Montana area. It's just like, oh fuck, it's crazy. It's wide
Yeah,
open.
I don't know. I just just based on Colorado, I just assume Wyoming and Montana are like, you know, branches off of it, and it's like the further from Colorado, the less liberal you become.
Sure.
So that's my take on it. Completely ignorant. I apologize to our fans in
All of us,
Montana.
I gotta
and,
stop jumping
Wyoming.
on these things. I have no room to say any of these
No,
things. Yeah, I need to just stop talking about anything that's not sports and movies.
Or just white guy related.
Sports and movies.
Because it's only your experience.
Yeah.
We're going through it right now in Pride Month. All these fucking straight white women just getting in on it. Well, I mean, maybe not even just white women, but straight women just being like, "Woo, Pride Month!" It's like you're straight.
Yeah.
You're straight. Shut up. Feel bad this month.
These months are. No, I'm not. Let's talk about the movie.
Yes.
I'm gonna stop.
So, anyways, we got him. Scolding Angelina Jolie, who did not pass her psych evaluation to become a smoke jumper again after that horrible accident. She tries the parachute, crashes horribly. And so he arrests her, talks a lot of shit, and then gets home to his wife, Allison, who I liked her character quite a bit. But for a pregnant lady, that baby is dead.
Yeah.
That baby cannot have survived what she did this movie.
No way.
I mean, like
that baby got smashed and flipped, and that baby got put in a dryer,
thrown over a table.
That baby got put in an active dryer and rolled down a hill.
Basically,
that's basically
thrown
what
over
happened.
a table, riding a horse. Being shot at, shooting at
I was
somebody.
gonna say, and the kickback of a shotgun.
Yeah.
After the fact. It's
running, falling, all that stuff.
I mean, pregnant ladies kick ass. I'm not saying they don't. Okay, but this was.
Back to Walking Dead. Lori was fucking useless when she
true.
was pregnant with what is her name? Edith. I don't fucking know the baby's name.
I forgot. That's old knowledge, my friend.
It's gone with the wind, and
lost.
it's good to be gone.
Yeah, it's lost like an ancient Greek
This
library.
is Shane's baby. Coral. Yeah, Rick, you gonna provide for your family? You weren't here, man. But anyway, he lets her go. That was one part that he was of character development that did not pay off in any sort of way. Was that him and Angelina Jolie were exes?
Yeah, that was just like a quick little thing.
Yeah. I guess really just to have the familiarity. But he also had the familiarity for just busting her for being crazy.
It's a very small town.
Yeah.
It's not like they're in a metropolis and they're barely seeing each other.
That was one little thing that didn't have to happen.
Yeah, again, I mean, good for John Bernthal in this world, dating Angelina Jolie. But again, he seems much happier.
Yeah.
He's got a real family.
He's got a real family
What
with
a
a cabin.
life those two have. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're good.
They're survival school runners, I mean, it was great.
Yeah.
But, so then we catch Littlefinger the Beast showing up in Montana.
Littlefinger and the Beast fucking
Flying in on a
setting up road
G5
traps.
airplane. A G5 airplane. With guns and everything. The guy's like, I brought options. We'll take the truck.
The Beast doesn't fuck around.
Yeah, they get in the truck and they go driving. Now, Jack, this was, I guess, really... Because really, where it goes next, we don't have to talk more about the son and the father. The father has these like secrets because he was a forensic accountant, and that's why his boss got killed, and they want to kill him because it's gonna fuck some people over. Yeah. People high up ranking in government and etc.
The system's corrupt. We know.
Yeah, everything's corrupt.
Everything's fucked up. Yes.
Yep, Ice Cube says.
Yep.
And so. Let's just go ahead and cut to them waiting on the side of the road.
Yeah, they're little booby traps,
Yeah.
They get the Beast crawling up into the mountains.
But the part that I found real unnecessary was Nicholas Hoult. He points the gun at that car and reads off the license plate. It's like, were they doing that for every car? And then when they show up in their car, they don't do that.
No.
They don't run the plate or anything like that. They just like, yep, blue Volkswagen. And they just light it up.
Yeah, they do.
Light it up, send it off the guardrail.
He looks like he's changing a tire. The kid's like, let's help him. The dad's like, fuck that.
Yeah.
And then
absolutely not.
Yeah. What do you think of Littlefinger swearing and being violent, Because that's not his MO in the Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Okay, here's what I liked about it. It was a turn.
He's a little dude also.
Oh, yeah.
I did not realize how short he is.
Aidan Gillen. Let's see how tall he is.
I always forget just the entire cast of Game of Thrones are very small people.
Well, it's because they're British, dude.
Right.
British and Irish.
Because isn't Kit Harington like 5'6", 5'7" or something
I
like
would
that?
believe that.
That feels too short.
Let's see. But the thing I liked about his turn in this was he's figured out the American accent because in The Dark Knight, it rises, it kind of slips.
Yeah.
Bane. The flight ledger says we've got room for Dr. Pavel, but only one of you.
He didn't fly so good.
Perhaps he's wondering why you would shoot a man before throwing him out of a plane. He's 5'8.5". That's not terrible. I guess everyone else is just really tall.
Yeah.
Because John Bernthal, I know Nicholas Hoult is tall.
Yeah, Nicholas Hoult is like 6'5", right?
Yeah, and then John Bernthal, I guess, right in between.
Dang. Turns out people are just heights.
Hey, you know what? But also, apparently, being less than 6 feet is short.
Yeah,
I'm short a bit,
I got pretty
I guess.
aggressive with that. I do apologize. I didn't mean to make a whole thing of it. But
Oh, no, it wasn't you. It was Chris D'Elia.
That's true, yeah.
He went off. He's just like, yeah, Tom Hardy's good looking, but he also looks like he's 5'9". And I'm like, what the fuck? How is that a diss? And he looks it up, and he is 5'9". I'm 5'9.5", and I have to really cling to that half inch. I really do. My driver's license, I rounded it up to 5'10".
Hey, there we go.
You know, if my body is burnt alive, they're going to be like, it's not Sam Butler. This guy's 5'9.5". But, okay. But anyway, I liked this turn because he got to be so aggressive. Because you get a Littlefinger, and he's just so fucking conniving. He's just such a cunt.
Yeah, he got mad a lot in this.
Yeah.
He got very frustrated and flustered.
I fucking hate this fucking place.
I hate this place. And then this motherfucker burning down for us.
Yeah.
But that's not quite yet.
But so when the car launches through the guardrail,
yeah, that was aggressive.
I went, whoa.
Yeah, I did too.
I went, oh, Jesus. Winston looked up at me like I was yelling at Mortal Kombat or something. He's like, should I leave you here?
Like,
should I go?
Is this one of those those
no,
things?
buddy, that was just
Surprise.
aggressive.
That was genuine surprise.
That was just aggressive. I could not believe that he got that much speed in that little bit of road to go flying that hard off of the cliff. And the kid, they say it so many times. There's no way a kid would have survived this crash. Yeah, there's no way a kid would have survived that crash if he was laying on the fucking ground. None of the airbags deployed.
No.
You know, like the father wouldn't have even survived. His face would have gone through the goddamn steering wheel. You know, like neither here nor there because it's not the point.
Can you imagine if that happened? Like the car crashes, the dad just goes flying out the front of the car. We're just like, what the fuck did we just watch?
Yeah.
That whole arc of the movie is over.
Well, what did that even matter?
It's just Angelina Jolie putting out a fire. Like it has nothing to do with the kid
and it's
or
these
the
two
dad.
hitmen trying to get out. They're like, how do we get out of here, man? And they're just running from the fire, and they try and play innocent and stuff. Like, honestly, that would have played a pretty good movie.
Good, yeah.
It would have been all right.
That would have been very fascinating. Just cut off an entire story.
Yeah, like set it up and then
Halfway
just
through the
end
movie.
it. Yeah. But then the father says to the son, "Take my stuff and run."
The note, you know.
Yeah, the note with all the confessional stuff.
Freaking dad.
Oh, and also, we can't go to the cops. We gotta go to the news.
Yeah.
We gotta go to the media.
Go to
The
the
thing
media.
the people that trust so much.
The people that are paid to tell the truth.
Yes. Every time, 24/7 on CNN, Fox, NBC, all that.
They're paid to tell the most engaging truth. We'll put it that way.
Upsetting truth.
Yeah, and this is pretty upsetting and engaging story this kid's got here.
Yeah. And he tells him to run, go hide behind a tree, and then he acts like he's going to keep driving, and they light him up.
Yeah, it's not good. They
Light him up.
Yep.
But
and then
hey, the thing that Aidan Gillen said right there, that Littlefinger says right there, I really did not get. He's just like, Jesus, this guy can't fucking die. Or he's like, why won't this guy fucking die? Like, they've tried before, you know?
like they've had an encounter with him previously.
Yeah, no. It's like, dude, this
This is your first time.
This is your first time.
You got him as soon as you found him.
Yep.
Yep.
Bing, bang, boom. But then they get made.
Yep.
And this was the part where I was like, it made me feel just about as bad as the bank robbers in Dragged Across Concrete, when don't give a fuck about killing kids or women or innocent people, bystanders, whatever. It's just like, did someone go over the railing? Oh no, everything's fine. Pow!
Got her.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't know this lady. She had a family probably. She lived in Montana. Just poor lady in Montana. Yep. And it's like that's what Dragged Across Concrete did with Jennifer Carpenter's character, was set up a backstory for her only to get her head exploded.
Yeah.
You know? And this lady doesn't have a backstory. I'm making one up in my head, though.
Yeah,
and
you have to.
And her head is sprayed all over the passenger side
What
windshield.
Taylor Sheridan wants you to do.
Yeah, I guess. Or maybe he was just like, yeah, some lady just gets shot, whatever.
No, he wants
keep moving.
He wants to break the audience. That moment he labored for weeks over. Okay. This is what we're
People were
warning
just
you
like,
about
Taylor,
this movie.
Taylor, I don't think you should do the lady killing. I think it's going to upset too many people. Too many people are going to think about what's her backstory, what's her side story.
This is going to take us down a whole arc we don't want to go down. Okay?
Taylor, this is a little dark, grim,
Yeah.
as we might think.
Aidan, just shoot the lady. Okay. And then he does.
Yep.
Bada bing, bada boom. And then John Bernthal shows up and he's like, what the fuck is this? You know? What are these cars? Oh, whoa, homicide. Not
There's
good.
a splattered brain. Hey, there's my brother-in-law's car.
Whoa. What's he doing up here? Surprise visit goes down. Nope, he got shot big time.
Oh, they called. They let him know he was coming.
Oh, that's right. They did. They did.
But that was like the first time he's like, because he's talking to the other sheriff, the old guy with that fucking weird like scar line down the middle of his nose,
Mr. Mustachio,
eating the most like disgusting gristle diner steak of all time. He's just like, no, don't you bring the fucking news up in here.
I was like, that actor's audition probably was just cutting up a steak.
Yeah,
he
cutting
didn't have
up a
any
steak
lines.
and then getting shot.
Yep.
It's like, can you fall to the ground convincingly?
Can you eat this steak and just talk to us while you eat it? Like, you can talk.
Make it look really gross.
It's better if you talk with your mouth full. It's really bad. Okay.
We want people to not ever buy diner steaks ever again.
Probably a good campaign.
I mean, they're not great steaks ever.
No.
You know? Try as you might. Actually, Toast, they have a pretty good steak there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. But Toast does everything well.
Yeah, and it's pretty expensive, so.
So it's good steak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, moving along. The kid was told, find a creek, find a river, find a town.
Good advice.
Angelina Jolie hanging out in the tower. Lightning does not like her.
No.
One bit.
Nature doesn't like her.
You know, she's revisiting the PTSD, and then she's like, where's this storm cell going? Please turn away. Please turn away. And then it didn't. And then lightning struck, blew up everything plugged inside the tower. No radio, no cell phone.
Yeah, I like how she goes, hey, is there any rain expected in this storm that's clearly coming towards me? They're like, hey, keep the line open, okay? Save it for fires.
Yeah. And then, like, what if...
You could have said yes. And then just been
or
like, copy
say,
over.
Hey, no, you should probably get grounded by now.
Yeah.
You know, like, and they
the
broke
lines clear.
they broke the rule of Chekhov's gun with Chekhov's axe.
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of that lately.
She had the axe.
Army of the Dead had like 3 Chekhov guns,
that
mistakes.
fucking saw and everything.
All the things. Yeah, now this. Yeah.
Yeah, and so this one, it was like she walks up to the tower for the first time, showing up, and just throws the axe down. I'm like, oh, we're gonna see that in action later. Nope,
not at once.
Yep, John Bernthal was like, you got guns up here. Now I got an axe down there. Like,
and she just uses a climbing pick.
Yeah,
Doesn't
even use the axe.
Uses it effectively, but yeah,
semi-effectively.
I say she wins. Spoilers.
But yeah, the lightning strikes. She has to jump off the tower, grab onto a rope. Not enough slack.
No.
Yanks her down. She falls a good 15 feet because it was up like 20, 25 feet.
That's right.
She fell like 10 and then snagged off the rope, slammed into the ground.
And you ever land on your hands? You ever land on your palms? Hurts like a motherfucker.
Yeah, and also rope burn.
And about that too.
You know?
All the above.
Yep.
Okay. Her hands hurt real bad.
Yeah. And she took it to the stream and saw the kid there, chased him down. And she goes, what's your name? Fuck you.
Oof.
She got told. She got told.
Mm-hmm. Told that Jolie.
And then she's like, fine, fuck you. And he's like, hey, wait, don't go.
Yeah. I need you.
Then goes to the tower. They talk a little bit. He's not really revealing a whole hell of a lot.
Goddamn kid.
Goddamn kid.
She has to chase him down too.
Yeah.
In that one part, which I thought was entertaining because Jolie's fast.
Yeah.
She's got that speed, or at least she wants us to think she still has that speed. Because I like that scene. Just a lot of these times where like there's these extended moments, and I get it. Like you got to chase him down, you got to build the moment. I see what Taylor Sheridan was doing there.
You got to make the movie an hour 40.
But sometimes I feel like they just give older, really famous actors a chance to show that they still aren't like getting old and decrepit.
That's the Tom Cruise method.
Exactly. And I feel like this happens in so many movies where like, I think we could get the point across a little quicker, you know, but.
Oh, Sylvester Stallone chasing after a plane in the
plane,
Expendables.
Clearly missing the jump. And like. And the greatest Jay Breidenbach of all time.
Jay Breidenbach, 2010.
But yeah.
No, so she does catch the kid.
And we should mention too, because I think this has been revealed at this point kind of throughout the film, what she's doing as she's going to this tower and doing her things is we're seeing slowly but surely the reveal of this one big fire that she jumped into, and it got way out of control because the winds picked up and
they turned,
and then there were these kids all far away that were screaming and she couldn't save them.
Yeah.
And it's very sad.
They're gone. I
like how they like, I don't know. I guess she would just be ruminating on it a bunch, but like, I don't know. They like played the sequence like 3 times throughout the movie, and I'm like, you really only need to play it once.
Yeah, just play this the one time.
Yeah,
and we got it.
But like, if you're gonna play it again, just reveal some new information. But like,
or even just have her like freeze up like she did when she saw the fire, and then have like the kids screaming in her mind.
Yeah, even exactly, and then like, but anyway, that's why you build this attachment to the child. To fulfill the arc and the blah 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 blah.
Yeah. Get back to the tower.
Yep.
Find out everything's fried. She puts a lot of peroxide usage.
Yeah. And like, I mean, I get it. It fucking hurts. If you pour rubbing alcohol on a cut like that, I mean, it's bad. But like, again, just like
she was dumping generous amounts of it.
Taylor Sheridan is just like, yes,
more.
This is real.
We need to get it across.
Happens to people.
It's like if it's a little dribble, like a sensible dribble, the audience is not going to understand that you're putting peroxide on your hand.
Put it more.
Put it more.
Like, she was using it in such quantities. I'm like, It was like her first week of like of
she
the whole
would have
summer.
been out.
She would have been out within days.
Yeah. Within that day.
Yeah, within that day.
Yeah.
She would have ran out.
Yeah, she bandages up her arms,
Yep.
her hands, and then she's like, so, I need to know, do we have to leave tonight or can we leave in the morning?
Got
And
questions.
then he hands her the paper after asking, can I trust you? She says, you absolutely can trust me. And then she reads the paper and she's like, ooh,
We gotta leave.
this is some juicy nuggets. People are trying to kill this kid.
We got to go.
We got to go
Go.
now. He's like, so we're leaving tonight? No, right now.
Yeah.
Right now,
Right now.
bud.
Right now. And it starts right now.
Right now.
And so then they go. They go. And meanwhile, you've got Littlefinger the Beast.
They meet up with none other than Tyler Perry for one scene.
Oh, my God. I know, right?
I honestly think I've laughed harder at Tyler Perry in dramatic roles than in any of his movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Medea's funny.
Oh,
But
yeah, for sure.
Seeing him play these kinds of roles, I'm just like, it's Tyler Perry. Dude.
Yeah, exactly. He's too much of a Renaissance man to do a part like that. You know what I mean? He's writing and producing and doing comedy and doing drama and like being in movies. And then all of a sudden you have this one part with this one guy. What did Taylor Sheridan say to him to get him to do this?
I have no idea. And because I mean, I liked his role in Gone Girl. He was pretty cheeky in that, as the lawyer. Honestly, he was kind of funny, but grounded
really
with
good.
the seriousness of the crime at hand. And I love that he took Ben Affleck's case on for free.
Yeah.
Well, that's another review for another day.
Oh, sure.
Gone Girl. I love that movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, Tyler Perry's in there. He's like, "You lost the kid," and then he's like, "Can you buy me some time?" Yeah, I guess you can. It depends on how much what'd he say? Like how much stomach your fucking clients have, or something like that.
Something along those lines.
Something
yeah.
along those lines. And I was like, okay, so he gets to with Nicholas with the Beast, and he gets the FBI costume on. And he goes, next time anybody sees our face, they're going to die. He goes, what? So we're just going to be killing people left and right? That's not going to be good for this town. And he's like, no, let's give them something else to pay attention to. He sets a forest fire.
This is an entire forest on fire.
And that made my stomach turn more than if they went on a town rampage.
It's so much worse. Yeah. Well, I mean, Town Rampage is pretty horrible.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I like Nicholas Hoult was like the responsible violent hitman.
Yeah,
because
he had qualms with some of
he had qualms, but then
Aidan's
like
fucking methods.
at the end, I mean, he was the most aggressive out of anyone.
Exactly.
Like,
He had a full 180.
I was like, did he like know Angelina Jolie and like want her dead specifically?
It became very personal.
Yeah, he went from like a 7 scary hitman to like a 2, like, oh, maybe he's
Yeah.
going to become a good guy,
Well,
to like a 12. This
yeah.
guy is like the main bad guy, you
Well,
know?
they show up next at John Bernthal's house, where his wife Allison is, and she immediately smells the bullshit from a mile away.
Of course.
She's
Yeah.
like, get the bear spray, and, they can tell that she can smell the bullshit. They
right.
attack her, throw her over the table,
Yep.
and he looks around the house.
The washing machine rolling down the hill. Yes.
He looks around the house and he sees the room with like the nursery and everything. And you see it in his face. He's just like, oh God,
Yeah.
she's pregnant. I'm not going to kill a pregnant woman. That seems a little fucked up.
And
That's a
then-
little too much.
You were just the one that's not going to shoot anyone that sees our faces. It was literally like they forgot which. It's like they lost the pages of the script where he was getting really aggressive and Nicholas Hoult was like having a change of heart, and then they like started typing new pages. They're like, which one does that? It doesn't really matter.
Doesn't really matter. They're hitmen.
They're hitmen, you know. They're people too.
It's a couple of white guys.
They both have their limits. Okay, that's what we're trying to show. These gentlemen both have their. The Beast is not a mass shooter, and Littlefinger does not kill infants. He does not do it.
Yeah. But and even Nicholas Hoult was just like, I don't know. I don't feel good about this. So then he goes over and grabs the fire poker and is about to just stick it right in her eye, even though she's telling the 100% complete truth.
Yep.
So they would have fucking maimed a pregnant woman for telling the truth.
Yep, that
So
was
she
their
had
plan.
to tell a lie. They forced her to lie to them. She's like, the boy's with my husband. I can call him. And she calls him and gives away a signal word.
Because they're a safety class, and they're ready for these kinds of things.
survival class.
Survival class, yes. They're
Yep.
ready for these things.
And then she gets clocked in the face, thrown in front of the fireplace.
It's the ultimate test of survival.
Yeah. And she points the bear spray at the fireplace, and he goes, you're pointing it the wrong way. No, I'm not. Flame throws his face, and I just went, oh, Yes! Yes! I was so stoked with that.
Littlefinger got burned.
Yeah, they both did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big time.
Because then Nicholas Hoult, for the rest of the movie, had the sunburned raccoon mask around his eyes from getting burned. Which, I mean, I was just happy that Aidan Gillen got blasted in the face. Because that asshole, he murdered a woman in cold blood.
Yeah.
Just murdered a woman in cold blood.
These hitmen's boundaries were so confusing.
Yeah.
What they would and wouldn't do.
Yeah.
But anyway, so she escapes.
Yep.
And then they're like, shit.
Well, she grabs the deer rifle, shoots a bunch, dives around, does all this stuff with a baby in her belly,
Dives
6
belly
months
first.
pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
6 months pregnant. And then Johnny Burns shows up
Yeah.
with Mustachio Cop.
Hey, baby.
And
Baby.
Hey, baby.
Where you at, baby?
Where you at? And,
Where's my baby at, dude? Like, what's going on? Yo, you guys, like, not vibing
I'm
over
like
here?
a fucking sheriff, dude.
Did you get, like, real burn, bro? That looks bad, dude.
Yeah, but they just Nicholas Hoult shoots the one guy in the face, no hesitation.
No.
You know, they could have taken them both prisoner and forced them to do whatever. Nope,
No, again,
just one little.
they could tell how that man ate steak, and they did not want that.
Yeah, and he also ignored a call from his wife too. So fuck him.
Yeah, he's a bad dude, bad mama jabba.
He's bad at his job. He didn't get anybody. He didn't get marshals involved. Didn't get anything
He
involved.
was simply incompetent, and he paid the price. Yeah,
Diner cop, dead.
yeah, gone, over. No more of those steaks.
Dunsky.
That's right.
But yeah, so they get him, make him disarm himself, and they say,
Take off your tactical belt.
toss it to the left. Get on your knees. Allow yourself to fall forward. Spare weapon.
Get on your knees.
Right ankle. Like the dialogue in that scene was just so choppy.
I know. Yeah, it's just like we know what's going on.
Like, I've got a third guy and he's got your wife and he's ready to kill her.
Yeah.
He was like, you're about to be a father. You won't be a father anymore. And I love that because he's bluffing without a hand.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, he doesn't have any sort of trick up his sleeve. He's just like, hopefully she doesn't show back up with that fucking deer rifle.
Oh, that's not a problem any longer.
Yeah.
So yeah, they get him. They know he's a tracker. They know he can track things. So they're like, you're gonna do this for us, okay?
Wreckage. We're gonna find your nephew.
And then meanwhile, Jolie and the child are running through a forest or running through a open valley,
Open field
Open
with
field.
more lightning.
So much lightning.
And then she gets straight blasted by it.
That made it seem like lightning strikes the ground all the time in the mountains. I
Yeah.
get like those open fields are very dangerous. Like I totally get why.
Oh, that strategy they were doing, I was like, oh yeah, that is how you're supposed to, you know, if
Right.
you're in that situation.
Right.
But also, I don't think lightning is striking in that
Yeah.
small
It
of an
looked
area
like Thor
that
was
much.
coming after
Yes.
them. Yeah. It was
Yes. There. Rocket to E4.
Yeah.
Hit. You sunk my battle, Jolie.
Because she does get hit.
She does get hit.
She gets
She's like,
hit. She gets messed up again.
Yeah.
Yep. So guess where you got to go? Back to the tower.
Well, they see the fire, and when they were in the tower, the fire was already going, and like stuff was already getting out of hand. John Bernthal saw it; she didn't see it,
Right.
But also, she wouldn't have had any way to call it in. And they kept saying, "Oh, there's going to be a copter, there's going to be planes, there's going to be this and that." Nobody showed up until the fucking morning,
Not
dude.
once. No.
So she sees the fire, she gets scared, and she goes, "Well, that thing is going to consume everything in its path. We can't go that way. We got to go back to the tower."
to the tower.
And honestly, that's
where my rubbing alcohol is.
yeah, and that's where my rub with the storytelling was, because
Sure.
it's like, okay, you don't tell something to go forward and then go back. You know, it's not a fetch quest. You know, in a video game.
Yeah,
Like,
so this movie kind of started playing out. I mean, she was up, down, up, down, up, down. You know, like I get it. That's where she needs to be and stuff like that. But like, it was very much like she would like come down from the tower and be like, all right, we're getting out. Nope, we got to go back up to the tower.
Yeah.
All right. Well, no, we got to get out of here now.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to go back up at the tower.
yeah, she goes up to the tower. The bottom of her foot is burnt. She got that real nasty fucking burn.
So guess
on
what
her
she
back.
does?
She pops the top, and
Glug, 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 glug.
dumps a bunch of rubbing alcohol over her
I mean,
back.
pretty much all of it.
Yeah, all over her foot and all over her back. She's like, God damn it, that was supposed to last me all summer.
Yeah, no.
I was not expecting all this lightning.
Yeah,
hey,
today.
Hey,
I wasn't
Thor. Hey, Thor, what did I do to you? Hey, Zeus.
Hey.
What's your beef, dog?
Out. Makes sense why everybody picked lightning as like the big bad god, though. I guess that was a real problem back then.
Well, I mean, it does come down. Toom!
Yeah, it fucks you up if it hits you. It fucks you up big time. Yeah.
You know, like Lex Luthor said, Toom!
Boom.
Whoa! I feel like I'm there right now.
Is that? Did we come up with that?
We did come up with that.
Thank God. Whoa.
Whoa! I feel like I'm there right now.
Whoa. That's really good.
Don't cast me out, Lex.
Jesse Eisenberg.
Jesse Eisenberg.
Let's do a movie, buddy.
Yeah. So you got all this lightning,
Yeah.
flying around, and then it just completely stops. Honestly, the fire could have been started by all of that lightning before those fucking road flares, man.
Incredibly easily, yeah.
Honestly, that probably would have been a better catalyst to just be like, the hitmen are closing in. Jolie and Connor are almost out of there, and then, boom! Big old fire
I feel
comes
like
out.
I'm there right now.
A big old fire starts up, and now they're surrounded. They got to get away from both the fire and the hitman. I mean, that's what ends up happening, but that would have been kind of more interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
An act of God puts them in between a rock
real
and a hot
bind,
place.
yeah.
A rock and a hot place.
Yeah, so they're pointing guns at John Bernthal, and he's got his tactical belt off. He's tracking. He's doing his things. He's seeing some clear ways to throw them off the scent. It's not working.
Well, he's like, I see a track. I'm going to try and cover that up.
Yeah.
And then Hoult's just like, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah. And then he's like, fucking kill me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we all know how this is going to end.
Yeah.
Fucking just kill me. Oh, yeah, just kill me. And then fucking he goes after Aidan, gets wrestled to the ground, gets a gun pointed to his face. He's just like, he's like, yeah, we're not going to kill that kid when we find him. I'm going to make you kill him. This is how bad that I don't want to kill a pregnant woman. And then he gets back up. He's like, hey, are you doing it? Because you're not making a whole lot of sense when you talk.
I did love how they called that, yeah.
Yeah. You're not making a lot of sense when you talk, dude.
Like if that John Bernthal character is at that point, he's like, just fucking kill me. I'm gonna take you to, what is he, my nephew or whatever the kid is. No, it's his... the sister was the wife. His sister was the wife. So he's his brother-in-law. So he's the uncle.
Nephew.
Yeah, nephew. Okay. It's a real roundabout way of getting back to the same
I
point.
knew. I was like, what? Yes, he's the nephew.
Yeah. That got very confusing for me for no reason. But
Yeah.
because
they glossed over it pretty quick.
yeah, that is true. Lots of quick mentions in this movie.
It was like how the old cop was just like, how well do you know this guy? He's like, I don't know. He was married to my sister.
yeah. All right.
Really? I mean, you don't know him that much more?
Yeah, they took pictures with him,
Yeah.
He clearly came to your camp. But yeah, so he if you're at that point where you're like, no, okay, you're crossing the line, fucking kill me. I'd rather you kill me. And then someone throws you to the ground, points a gun to your head, and says, no, I'm gonna make you kill them. And you stand up and you go, all right, you got me. I'm gonna calm down now.
I'm gonna lead you to my nephew.
I would just keep going until they killed me. If that's really where I was at, I would be like, no, you're not gonna make me kill my fucking nephew, and you clearly can't find him without me. So let's fucking go.
Yeah, and I mean,
I don't know.
they were bluffing, so it's not like they actually had that leverage. But he's just like, even the chance.
Yeah, I like it when they get to that point because I'm like, that's probably what I would do if someone was saying that to me. But then to just completely be like, okay, you're going to make me shoot him? I guess I have no choice.
Yeah.
What?
You think the second that you give me a gun, I won't turn it on you?
I
You
guess it
fucking
is.
morons.
I guess it is because he thought he had the wife, but he knew that the whole time. So it's not like he at first was like, kill me, shoot me. He knew that he thought they had the wife.
He was trying to just rile him up so he could try and wrestle a gun away.
Right. But he just didn't.
He got beaten by a dude with half a face.
Yeah. And he was supposedly a dude who moments after that goes, Yeah, I'm not feeling good at all. Yeah.
Yeah, they get to the tower. They make him
All we're
go
trying to
up.
say is John Bernthal is a shitty cop. in
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, he's not the best.
He's not fit for the job. you
Yeah,
know?
he's just basically arresting Angelina Jolie. That's it. That's his
all
job.
he does through the day. He runs a survival camp and he arrests Angelina Jolie.
And the other cop said to him too. He goes, go stop crime. He goes, I'll try.
He's very honest about his lack of ability.
I'll try. I mean,
You know I'm not very competent at this, right? Okay.
have you seen the Andy Griffith Show? Yeah, I'm Don Knotts.
There's a reason I do not take off this bulletproof vest. It's a liability to have me in the field. No matter where I go, I need to wear this.
I might as well shoot myself over rather than somebody else. I have that much of an opportunity.
When he found the lady shot on the side of the road, he didn't go, oh my God. He went, oh shit, I gotta work.
like,
oh,
fuck.
No. Oh no. Do I have to solve a homicide?
Murder on the
I
mountain.
I can't
God
do it.
damn it.
I can't do it.
God damn it.
John Bernthal, man.
Yep, but they force him to go up and climb up the tower. And he's like, nobody's in here. It's locked. But Angelina Jolie and Connor were like, they grabbed the binoculars.
That's right.
ID Littlefinger and the Beast.
Got their license plate number.
Yep, 100%. Only to not use it ever again.
Scoped at the plate. Little finger of the beast. It's LTTL, FNGR, and BST.
Oh.
That's their license plate.
I was like, what? You're just throwing in all sorts of letters into this. It should have been
QCRTWXO. I started doing that for
LF
5
and
minutes.
B. LF and B. I mean, that's all you had to say. No, okay, I got you now.
They
I
should have
got you.
named it the LOQTB. What does that mean? I don't fucking know.
Sure.
Fucking whoops.
But they make him go inside and tell him to light a fire if nobody's in there, burning down the tower. Which honestly, by the end of the movie, that wouldn't have worked.
No. That would have been a mess.
That would not have worked.
Yeah.
But
I just feel like starting a forest fire was a really short-sighted move on their
Yeah.
part. I feel like that hurt them so much more
oh yeah, big time.
than they could have imagined.
Yeah.
Because the kid ran into the forest, you know what I mean? And that was another thing I was thinking too. We'll get to it when we get to the end. Keep going. I'll bring it up.
Okay, yeah.
It's about the note. It's about the
Okay.
note that the
Yeah.
kid has. Anyway.
Yeah.
Because that's really what they want to get rid of the kid, get rid of the. Well, I guess they don't know about the note, but like they know the kid knows.
Well, Tyler Perry said, you gotta believe that they made duplicates of whatever was on that computer, and you gotta believe he gave whatever duplicates they were to that kid. You know, like you gotta assume that. He said, assume the worst, assume there's duplicates, assume the kid has duplicates, and I'm like, Tyler Perry, you don't know the whole adage about assuming, because it made an ass out of both of them and you. Which I guess from his perspective, you and me.
Yeah,
exactly.
that's true. That's true.
You know, but he gets up there
Fire's
and
burning. It's getting bad.
yeah. And Nicholas Holt's like, I can't see. I gotta get higher ground. He climbs up a tree, got a scope on,
Just like a beast.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
a beast would.
exactly. And then
I remember a Goosebumps book called Beast of the East, and it was a blue hairy bear creature on top of a tree.
a hairy bear,
Okay? It's
a scary bear.
You could look it up. Okay, it's called Beast of the East. I think it's like number 129, and it is the beast from Those Who Wish Me Dead.
I read the Sasquatch Goosebumps, and that was about it. I did not like Goosebumps. The covers scared me.
I love I didn't read them. I just looked at the covers.
The covers scared me
Yeah.
so much. They were all so scary.
Goosebumps and Magic Treehouse. That was my elementary education.
Really, Magic Treehouse, not
Yeah.
Magic School Bus.
No, we read Magic Treehouse all the time, right?
That's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
Magic Treehouse was pretty fucking
Those were
dope.
great, dude.
They go with dinosaurs,
Knights,
yeah.
Egypt. They went everywhere. You know, they did all the things.
Jack, should we do a Magic Treehouse
reviews?
Oh, series.
Oh, whoa! Whoa! Yeah!
Let's bring it to life, bud.
Dude, I don't remember the kids' names, but they're out. They'll come back to me.
Bring it.
Yeah, let's get that treehouse built, dude. Let's do it. It's going to be a huge production.
Yes.
We're going to go, it's going to be really violent, too. We're
Yeah.
going to do Magic Treehouse.
It's going to be the darker, edgier Magic Treehouse, like how they did Sabrina the Teenage Witch on Netflix,
Yeah.
super dark and edgy. Riverdale, it's the Archie comics, but way stupider and edgier.
That's right, man. We're going to do it.
You know, Archie's sleeping with a teacher. What? It's like, oh, that was a big swing and a miss.
Yeah, no, it didn't work. Didn't work.
Yeah. So then he's talking to Angelina Jolie and Connor. He's like, if you're hiding, don't come out. And just as he's talking to him, Nicholas Hoult realizes, hey, he's talking. Starts shooting at him. Bang, bang, bang. Hits him in the back a couple times. Oof. Oh, yeah. But before that, Aidan Gillen's just like, I'm fading, partner. He's like, is he going to die from that face burn?
He's fucked up.
I mean, it's a 3rd-degree burn,
it's
but
real bad.
Will that kill you?
Well, and that's the thing, too, is like, not only did he get hit with fire, I mean, it was bear spray within the fire. Like, it's not like the bear spray necessarily dissipates, right?
Yeah.
You would think so. He's probably like going blind. He's like literally, I mean, he might not be about to die, but he's probably about to pass out for sure.
Think of that. Yeah, bear spray does fucking, I mean, it fucks bears up.
And she does a number on him for sure.
Yeah.
I was really happy. I was like, don't do it. Nobody wants to see this. And then the pregnant lady fucks up the hitman.
Yeah.
Taylor Sheridan, well done. We like that.
Double thumbsies.
Yeah, good stuff.
Double thumbsies.
Good stuff.
Yeah, then
took me from stressed to pumped.
Right, exactly. And then right back to stressed as John Bernthal gets shot. They jump out the back. They slide down the rope, actually better this time.
Yes.
And
she's got the rubbing alcohol.
Doesn't get the fucking axe.
No. Gets the little pick.
Yep. And they go running off in the woods. And
it's a showdown.
The Nicholas Hoult jumps out of the tree and then bang!
Yeah.
A shot comes out of there. And then they're like, oh shit, that's a deer rifle. And they try to decide. He's like, you take the bullet, I'll take the shooter. And he's like, if there's even a chance that it's her, I got to take the shooter. And so Holt's just like, well, fine.
Okay.
And the shooter took him.
Yeah.
Allison was there after riding a fucking horse from the whole farm all the way out there. She did have that GPS tracker of John Bernthal. So that's how she found him. I was about to be like, how the fuck did she? Yeah, she had that. They did get that base covered.
Got it. Good.
You know, and then she was behind a tree, just popping off shots.
Pow, pow, pow.
And Aidan Gillen just doing bad job. He nailed that dome on that white lady, but this black lady, elusive.
It was, and again, he's messed up, he's burned, and he's blind from the bear spray. But like, oh my goodness, he went from so lethal
and scary, honestly.
To useless by the end of the movie.
To a kind of a joke. Yeah. Died like a bitch.
Yeah, and I mean, she pops him, takes him down, and then like I think she's gonna let him live or something.
No,
like
she was gonna pull one more shot, was out.
Oh, was out.
And then he's just like, "You're out." It's like, yeah, no shit, stupid. And then he tries to get his gun out and reload it
too.
And he's like trying to reload it. She just reload it. Pop, one more shot.
Got him. Where's the husband? Why would he be incentivized to tell her?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I just don't understand.
In the tower. Is he dead?
With Jon Snow.
Yeah, because when he said that, the little finger kind of started creeping in when he was in his dying breath.
He does that creepy little smile that he does.
Little finger.
Oh my God.
Sansa. Lady Stark.
I just hate his wife so much in that show. The lady from the Sky Place.
Oh,
with the kid.
Yeah.
For the veil. Oh.
Yeah, fucking Catelyn's sister.
Ugh.
Yeah, she's the worst.
She
She's
stinks.
breastfeeding an 8-year-old. And then he pushes her out the sky thingy.
He sure does. Can't
remember what the fuck they called that.
He doesn't even make it up to the tower to get pushed out of the sky thingy in this. He gets, he's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gone.
She's just like, is he alive? He's like, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
And and then he goes, I fucking hate this place. She goes, yeah, well, it fucking hates you too. Bang!
Bam! Got him. Yep, gone.
Good.
So she gets up to the tower. JB's not doing too well at all, but she's with him. They're gonna hold hands.
Yeah, and then he's just like, you got to get out of here. You get the baby, safe. And she's like, no, all three of us are dying here together.
Be reasonable. Keep our family going. I refuse.
No.
I absolutely refuse.
If you die, I die too.
I die too. So does the baby.
Yeah. And we're also going to put on gas masks. This was where I was really, really starting to take issue with the reality. You got to dispel reality to a certain degree for a lot of things. But they would have all died of smoke inhalation so quick.
Big time.
So quick. Most people die of smoke inhalation in most fires before they get burned alive.
Yeah.
So,
But what about the ripped Angelina Jolie running through the forest with a pick?
Yeah, well, she would have died.
Dude. She's Angelina Jolie.
Well, she survived breast cancer, so
That is true. And got her boobs back.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people can say that.
No, almost nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they
Pays to be one of the most famous people on the planet.
Yeah, yeah, hands down. You can beat cancer and get new boobs.
Yeah. It's the reality of the situation. I mean, I'm not mad at her about
These
it.
are just facts.
These are just facts.
These are just facts.
Yeah.
So her and Connor run in the woods, and then she's like, "Yeah, go to the creek, take a left, lay down." And she's like, "I'm not gonna leave you."
Yeah. Boo, kid, be smart.
Yep.
You don't even know this lady.
She keeps calling him Buddy. He's like, that was probably my favorite part was when they like made the campfire, and she's just like, "Yeah, I was in this bad fire, and I couldn't save some people." And he goes, "Yeah, I watched my mom die of breast cancer." And she goes, "It is impossible to be bummed out around you."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Okay, Buddy, how are you feeling?" He's like, "My dad used to call me Buddy." And she's just like,
What can I do about this? Okay.
"Jesus Christ, kid." And he's like, "Okay, that was a little too much. You can call me Buddy." And then she calls him Buddy for the rest of the movie.
The rest of the movie, yeah.
Buddy. Buddy.
She's his dad now.
Buddy.
Buddy.
Yeah. I mean, that's such a dad thing to do.
It's very
And I
dadish.
call my dog Buddy. The exact same way my dad calls me Buddy.
Buddy.
Buddy. There's like a Pacific way to say it like a dad. Hey, buddy.
Say it like John Bernthal would say it.
Hey, buddy.
Nice. Say it like real John Bernthal would say it.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, buddy? Hey.
What's up? I'm gonna go shred some fucking
I'm buddies
gnar.
with the fans, the comic fans. It's great.
I was totally gonna go down to Pismo this weekend. You down?
I don't know why I think it's so funny.
It's really funny.
It's really funny.
Well, it's also really funny when you realize that Robert Downey Jr. has that same sort of like surfer dude
Right.
voice. He's just like, "I am Iron Man."
Could you imagine if Robert Downey Jr. did like a John Bernthal voice? Like that was his career. He's always trying to talk like this. I can't imagine.
I can't imagine it. I mean, like he's done British. He's done fucking.
He's played black.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people?
Huh?
I like how he's ignoring him too on that.
Yeah. No, he thinks that Alpa's backing him up.
Oh yeah.
That's his thing. He thinks Alpa's backing him up, and he just goes, "Huh? Huh?" Like he said too. But she goes in the woods. The beast comes up with his sunburned raccoon face and proceeds to put the beat down on her. She's hiding behind a tree. She's trying to smoke him out, basically, as the fire rages.
Yeah.
And she can't seem to quite get it. But the kid stuck around, smashes him with a fucking log.
That's how you
She
do it,
picks
kid.
him in the foot. They do a 1-2 double up puncheroo. Like it kind of reminded me of the climax of Predators with Adrian Brody in the fire, coming up and swinging and smashing the super predator in the face. But it was the Beast.
Yeah, the beast. The beast got taken down.
He got taken down, and he. So he's just like grabs Angelina and then starts just whooping on her, just like blow, blow.
If you
blow.
don't like seeing women get hit, this is not the movie for you. Yeah.
If you don't like seeing pretty women get hit, this is really not your move.
Yeah.
I can watch an Uggo get smashed all day, Jack. Don't get me wrong. I'm just kidding.
USAD.
But he's just like, if you don't come back out, Connor, I'll keep doing this. And he goes, well, if I come out, will you let her go? He goes, no.
Yeah.
But she won't suffer anymore.
I'll kill her.
I'll kill her quick.
It'll be okay.
And he's like, well, fine. And comes out. And he's just like, okay, Connor, turn around. He pulls out a knife. What's he going to do? Just slit the kid's throat? Like, he made him turn around because he didn't want to look at this kid dying. Didn't want to look him in the face.
Again,
but he's like,
got boundaries.
But then it's like he's going to cut the kid's fucking throat.
He's a hitman with a conscience. Okay, he's got to do the work. Okay,
it's still very personal and traumatizing to just
listen, Sammy B. sometimes you got to pay the bills, okay? When you're a guy with a skill set like the Beast.
P2Ps.
But also, you're a human being. You remember Hank McCoy in the X-Men movies. He was a man, first with big feet, with big ape-like feet.
I also really love that in that entire series, they did a decade jump for every movie. And then by Apocalypse and Dark Phoenix, he would have been 40 and 50 years old. And Magneto would have been like 60, same with Xavier. They did no makeup stage. They could have honestly gone right back to Kelsey Grammer, Ian McKellen, and Patrick Stewart for Dark Phoenix. That's how old they were in that fucking movie.
Yeah.
It was so dumb. That movie was a goddamn train wreck. You go listen to the episode where we review that. That's on the other stream.
It's from back in the day.
That's from back in the day,
That's
DMT.
when the Beast first made his appearance on DMT.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Beast.
Yeah. In a better movie.
All right, for sure.
Much better movie.
Yeah.
And then he leaves Angelina Jolie behind. And how did he not expect her to come right back at him? Like, she was not out cold. No. Her eyes were wide open,
Hey, he didn't want her to suffer. Okay.
He could have killed her then, honestly.
He could have. He could have done a lot of things.
He could have done a lot of things better. They all could have done a lot of things better. They were not very good hitmen.
A 7 is a great score for this.
Like, they did a great job of blowing up that house and making it look like a gas leak.
Right.
Mm-hmm. From that is where their professionalism stops. Mm-hmm. They suck at hitman the whole rest of the time.
You establish that they are great hitmen, and then for the rest of the movie, you seek to disprove that point.
Right.
You seek to make
you do everything actively to ruin your credibility as hitman. Tyler Perry should not have hired you.
God damn it, TP.
But she comes at him with the pickaxe, hits him a few times, leaves him on the ground. But then he goes, "Stop!" Like, why? Yeah. Why would you think anyone would stop for you, fuckface?
Yeah.
And then the fire starts coming in, and he goes, he's like, "Fine, just do it. Do it." He's like, "No, I'll take the fire. I'll let the fire do it. Let you fucking suffer."
Oof.
But then the fire comes, it's like building and building and building, and then it's just like, all right, 0 to 60. This fire speeds up so fast chasing after her and the kid.
It was just so excited to meet the Beast,
Yeah, and they managed to run and jump down and slide into the river. Meanwhile, Bernthal and Allison are sitting in the fucking fire tower, and they put on gas masks. Mm-hmm. And so it's like, so you guys want to breathe and burn alive?
Yeah.
And the way it was filmed, because it faded out with them holding hands and stuff, I'm like, how are they going to justify them surviving?
Yep.
How are they? They don't. They just survive.
And also, so this is the point I was going to make about the note, because they pretty much spend that entire night in the creek. So either that note was getting burned, or that note is soaked to the point that the ink is unreadable on that page.
Yeah.
So the kid cannot expose, like, what are they going to do? This smoke jumper.
I don't know. I feel like enough time had passed that the ink would have set, but it still would have been a little.
But have you seen when paper gets wet? Like, the ink smears, And that paper was in the water all night. All night. I think. I don't know.
Taylor, we got questions.
I mean, but then again, maybe that's not the point, because then the movie pretty much just ends.
Yeah,
like they wake up.
Fire, the smoke
it's not
jumpers.
Really about that. Yeah,
the smoke jumpers finally show up, because here's what I was thinking: was the tower? It was going to show it again, and boom, there was going to be a helicopter dropping extinguisher on the fire to save the tower. No, I guess the tower just had strong enough metal beams, and the fire didn't get high enough to burn the wooden cabin. Okay.
Shit.
Okay.
I know. Happens.
And then the smoke jumpers come out, find Jolie and the kid, and it's Tori Kittles from True Detective, the one who's really coming at Matthew McConaughey like, "You're the killer, aren't you?" But with hair this time. And she said, that's what she says to it. She goes, "I looked at it right in the eye." And he goes, "How was it?" She goes, "It was beautiful." What? And then the kid was just like, "I didn't think it was beautiful. It scared the shit out of me." And I'm like, okay, there you go. That's the proper response.
It's reasonable.
And then they get to the top of the tower and find her, and then find Bernthal, and they're like, "We got to get medevac." And then she's standing there and crying, and she's like, "It's no rush." And I'm like, is he dead though?
Yeah, I think that indicates he's
but
probably
then he
dead.
gets lifted out. I think he survives.
Yeah.
But her saying it's no rush is like, she's disappointed they didn't die together.
Yeah.
She's I guess. God damn it. Now I actually have to have this baby. Why do you think I fucking jumped over that table and did all that stuff? I'm trying to miscarry here.
Yeah. I mean, again, John Bernthal got shot multiple times and then spent probably what we assume would be at least 5 hours in that smoke. At least.
Yeah, but they were wearing masks, but the ash itself would have been hot and burning and all that. Yeah. It was
again.
The movie's wrapping up, though. You're just going to forgive it and move on.
To Taylor Sheridan's point, that's not the point of it. It's not the point of the movie, though that's why we exist, is to remind people that it is still a part of it.
Yes.
It still can be considered.
DMT doing God's work.
Somebody's got to do it. But yeah, so then from what I remember is it was just because the guys came down and they it was
just kind of a long drawn out ending where it was like
felt very Peter Bergish.
Yeah.
The helicopters coming in, playing the music.
The marshals and the news team come up to interview the kid. Oh yeah, and the kid was just like, well, what do I do now? And she's like, well, you're going to do the interview. And he goes, okay, but what about tomorrow? What about a month from now? What am I going to do? Where do I go? And then she's like, well, wherever it is, we're going to figure it out together. And then I was just going to say, imagine her just being like, now I have this fucking kid that I'm taking care of. I'm like, don't you say I'm going to adopt you. Don't you dare say it.
Let's not forget. I mean, the last shot of the movie is lots of emergency response helicopters finally going to address this forest fire that is still raging.
Yeah. And it's burned down so much of the forest, but also there's like a clean tree line where there's green and then the burning is going one way.
Yeah.
Like what? Okay. All right. Yeah. Roll credits.
Roll credits.
And
movie over.
And then you were here.
Movie done. Yeah.
Yep. And give it a solid 7.
Easy 7.
Not Taylor Sheridan's best work, but it wasn't bad by any means.
Super happy I watched it. You know,
I am as well.
I'm glad I watched Army of the Dead. I'm super happy I watched this.
Yes.
That's the
there you go. That's the distinction.
Uh-huh.
You know? So I think we can get out of here on that.
Mm-hmm.
So like, rate, subscribe, review, share DMT, spread the DMT word. We're on DMT Studios on the YouTubes, DMT PCast on the Instagrams. I'm at SammyB_DMT. Jack's at Silverback Sasquatch 1162.
That's correct. Yes.
And for those who want me dead, I say keep it sleazy, Mayor McCheesy.
Love you guys.